Good morning, Coolest Coast. It's time for Coffee with Kristin and Tina. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Coffee with Kristin and Tina. We're your hosts. This is Kristin Odell. I'm Tina Prigge. So glad to see you this morning. Hi, Kristin.
Good morning. I feel like I look very dark all of a sudden. I wasn't that dark a minute ago. I feel like technology is playing tricks on us today.
Today it feels like the trickster. It seems like it took 10 minutes just to boot up, log in, get connected. I have no trust for technology today.
And if you're watching, do we look and sound normal? Just tell us.
Yes, is this what you expect?
Yeah, we're not sure.
So, Kristin, how's it going this morning?
It's going great. We are officially kind of back in the hey, we have to run kids to school thing. So like I worked out this morning and then I ran the kids to school and then I have to shower quick before we get on. So it's a different routine. There's like peace and regular schedule, but it's also makes for kind of a really busy morning.
And because you have to make lunches again, right? You're back in that mode.
I know, right? Yes, I pack lunches at night, or the girls and I pack lunches at night because good morning, Barbara. Okay,
Good
well,
morning.
we must be working if people are answering us. Yeah, I really like this is just me. I prefer to do all the extra things at night. I'm much more of a night owl. So lunches, encouraging the girls to pick out an outfit, like all that kind of stuff I like to get done at night. I look at my schedule for the next day at night because in the morning I like to sleep as late as possible.
Me too.
And then, get to the gym and get the girls to school and all that kind of stuff.
So are they at multiple schools? Like, does the teen drive herself to school and you just have the two littles to get to school?
Yeah, so this is a little bit different year because Grace, our oldest, she's driving. She just got her license. It was 2 weeks ago yesterday.
That's amazing.
And so, yes, it is going to be a little bit different year because only the littles need to go to school.
Wow. And are they at the same school?
The two littles
No.
are at the same school, but
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So
Because I have heard of families where it's like three different school drop-offs and it's different start times and
yes, it's not that chaotic. Last year, because Grace wasn't old enough to drive, we were kind of dividing and conquering, and we could get them all to school on time. It just was a lot. But this year, yeah, she's gonna drive herself. So, it's a weird parent thing to be in the spot where like you're excited for them to be able to drive and have the independence, and it's also sometimes terrifying.
yeah, yeah. So, Teak, he's 20 and he's now off doing his own thing. And so he decided to celebrate his graduation from college that he wanted to go to Japan to visit our sister city. So he and a buddy, he's across the world, all planned by him. And so when you talk about terrifying, right? Like it's amazingly cool and satisfying, but it's also like, please send me a message every day so that I know things are going well.
They look like they're having a blast.
I think they are. Like here they are floating around in the Pacific Ocean.
So fun. I love Teek's hot pink ring there.
I know it almost is non sequitur, right? It looks like it should be at like a water park or a swimming pool.
I want to know who took this picture.
I know, and I don't know.
Ooh, there's a third mystery person.
And what's
Tina.
kind of cool is in Kamagawa, there's apparently a Catholic church. So
Hmm.
he got to experience a Catholic church. And then this is a Buddhist temple. And they were invited to hear like the monks chanting in the morning and to like meet with the monk. So they're just having a really diverse experience. They got to make some Japanese soba noodles. I love the hat and the aprons.
There we go. So our friends that don't know, I don't know what soba noodles are. Tell us about this.
They're buckwheat noodles. They kind of, I don't know, let's see if I don't have a close-up picture. Oh yeah, and they're just mixing it there. They're kind of like squared. You know how our noodles are usually like cylindrical?
Yes.
Soba noodles are often like squared. So whatever the device is that they're pulling them through, or maybe it's because they're just cut.
I was going to say maybe they're on
Um,
a cutting board and so they have a knife edge.
Yes, I think that's what it is. And then it's very popular in Japan in the summer because you eat them chilled and then you dip them into like a little sauce. So it like is
Ooh.
really refreshing and cool and cozy.
Is this like a vinegary sauce?
It
Like
is.
that's crisp and light?
Yeah, it's like a vinegar shoyu or vinegar soy sauce combination.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What an amazing I mean, I know you've obviously been to Japan a number of times. You've done things through our sister city. I mean, he's kind of having a full host experience there, even though this is kind of like an unofficial trip, right?
Right, it's totally unofficial, but when he let them know that he was coming, they got so excited and they're like, "Could we just plan a little something?" He's like, "Sure." They're like, "What if we add one more thing? What if we" and he's like, "Well, sure, it's amazing," right? So there's this
Right.
whole robust itinerary. They're taking such good care of him and he's having an amazing time. And his friend that's with him has never even flown before. So his first flight was to Japan. And
That is like really throwing yourself in. I mean, there's no holding back at that point. You go from nothing to international travel.
But, if you're gonna do it, this is the way, right? With all of the scheduled things that are planned. They got
Right.
to do, like, a traditional tea ceremony, and then they even helped the locals were having a beach cleanup, so there's pictures of them, like, lifting all of these, like, this garbage and this driftwood, and I'm like, "That's amazing," right? To
Mhm.
give back while you're traveling.
Yeah, so my one of my questions is, so we had the pleasure of seeing Teak and his buddy. Did they take the onesies to Japan?
So what Kristen is talking about is they each have, oh, what's that game called, Kristen, with
Is it
Pikachu?
Pokemon?
Oh, yeah, Pokemon. They each have a Pokemon onesie. So one of them has Pikachu. So these are full-grown men, right? Like, let me just put their picture up again. These guys are, like, full-grown, full size. They each have a onesie, like, with a hood and built-in feet. One
The
has
little
Pikachu.
ears.
Yeah, and one has Eevee. And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna take them so we can wear them in Tokyo." I'm like, "You're gonna dedicate that much suitcase space?" So they did. They took them. I just asked yesterday, "Hey, have you worn the onesies yet?" And they said no. So
I was
I
gonna
don't know
say,
if
did
that's
you give them a little, like, proof or it didn't happen? Like, a little nudge to get them going?
yeah, we'll see. I just wonder if there'll be regret. Like, yeah, we took it, and there was no reason to take it.
Yes. Do you have peace of mind? So you've been to Japan a number of times. Is there peace of mind in knowing that he's traveling somewhere where you've been? And, does that, as a parent, does that make it better?
You know what? It does. And yeah, knowing that there are people that know us that are looking out for him,
Mhm.
like people that know us have met him and then taken pictures and sent them to us separately from what he sent. So yeah,
Right.
that's super peace of mind. And Japan is one of like the safest, I would say like most high integrity countries I've
Mm,
ever experienced. And so yeah, of anywhere in the world, I feel really good about that.
that's so cool. And if he needed help, you obviously know people there that would be able to kind of come to be fill-in parents for him, right?
Exactly, and, like, so, for example, he even got to pay a courtesy visit to the mayor. This is the mayor of Kamogawa.
I love that. I mean, it's just such a cool experience for him to not that he's gotten to do this before, but I just love that he can kind of go and represent
Yeah.
for Manitowoc.
As an adult, all on his own, what really made me so happy was I got a message from somebody there that said, "Oh, Teek just introduced himself fluently in Japanese to the mayor." I was like, "Oh my gosh, yes."
Yeah. So I mean, you're fairly fluent in Japanese. What is Teek's capability in terms of the language?
He keeps surprising me more and more. So, he keeps building, and he's got, like, a capacity for language, right? Like he studied German in high school and he was just really good at it. He like seemed to understand the mechanics of the language.
Mm.
So he keeps surprising me. Like maybe 2 weeks ago or so, we went to see a show at the Capitol, and he leans over and he says to me in Japanese, "Hey, look to the left." And I was like, "What?" And then I looked to the left, and there were some friends of ours sitting there. So it was like so cool to be able to greet them. But like my mind for him to like lean over and say it in Japanese.
You were like processing, processing.
And
You
like,
know,
"And how do you know this?"
I was going to say, you are quite the linguist yourself. How many different languages have you dabbled in?
Well, I speak English, and then I speak Japanese like a 5th grader, right? Like, I've got that level of fluency. I spoke French quite fluently, but now I'd say that's probably like a elementary school student too. I did study a little bit of Hmong to try to understand it, and I studied a little Spanish, but solamente un poquito.
Didn't you also study like Dutch or
Oh, I was doing Dutch on Duolingo. That was fascinating.
see? Yeah, so it's no wonder that Teak gets this from you. Like I think it's so
Barb, I completely concur. He looks like Jason.
he totally does.
As a matter of fact, we went for a walk, Teak and I, and the person that we stopped to chat with started talking to him like he was Jason. And I was like, I just need to let you know this is my son and not my husband.
I love that.
Okay, so Tika's gone for 10 days, right? My brother, his wife was stationed in Germany, and now they've moved back. She's stationed in Ohio, so they bought a new house there. And he's got a 12-year-old. And his 12-year-old was always like, Dad, I want like a secret door for my bedroom. So, and I think I've got it. Let's see. Okay. So here's my nephew's bedroom, right? You can see the open door. And so they put in a Murphy door. So when the door's closed, it looks like a bookshelf. My brother even said to me, Tina, I'm fully aware that there's a room there. But when I come to the top of the steps, I can't, like, I believe it's just a bookshelf. And so in order to open it, you have to pull that black book that's like on the third shelf down. Isn't that cool? So then I said to Jason, oh my God, let's put one on Teek's bedroom door. So when he comes back from Japan, he's like, wait, what? I thought I
Where's
had a room here.
my room? I think this is so cool. And Doug and I were looking at so Doug and I watched The Equalizer the other night with Denzel Washington. Actually, Equalizer 2. In that movie, he has a bookcase that when you pull the book, the door opens and it's like a secret room. So Doug was zooming in on this picture and he figured out that this is a kit.
It is. It's a Murphy door kit.
We are very intrigued by this.
Okay, my
So
brother sent me a link. I will forward the link to you.
yeah, put it in the comments. Maybe somebody else will want this. But like, first of all, what a fun thing for a kid. Second of all, Doug was like, do you think they actually put books on there? And I'm like, yes, it's a bookshelf. Like, I mean, maybe you can't like slam the door. That would maybe cause books to fall out of the shelves. But like, what a fun thing. Just for even for adults, I feel like it's sneaky and fun.
I know. I think so too. And it like makes this whole like secret room.
Yeah,
I love it.
does it come in different colors? So we have like walnut colored doors. You guys that was white on white. Are there different options available?
It sounded like there were many different options and different sizes too, depending on the size of the opening that you were trying to fill. And my
Sure.
brother was saying, while it took him quite a while to install it, the company was really good about providing instructions and videos and customer support. Like, this is where I'm at. What do I do next? And
That is so fun. What does your nephew think?
but
Did he have any
oh,
commentary?
he loves it. He's so excited. And like, what a cool dad my brother is to actually do that.
It is. So did you
But so
switch Teek's
unfortunately,
door
I'm
up?
not going to do it for Teak Store.
I was just gonna say, are you gonna switch Teek's door out?
Yeah, no. Jason said it's too expensive and too much effort for a quick joke.
I think it'd be great, interesting for Teek to come home and be like, "You've boarded up my room. What in the heck?"
Exactly. Like, because if you don't know the book to pull either, you're like, wait, what? And it would literally look like there was just a bookshelf. Like I could see
Yeah.
him like, did I imagine that I had a room here? Like,
Right. Right. Do you think, based on your conversation with them, does the black book look obvious?
let's see.
Like, I'm curious about this. Like,
I mean, just looking at it, it doesn't 100% to me look like, oh, this is how you'd open the door.
yeah. I mean, like, it
And
doesn't have a
he did
title.
mention that you can get book covers too, like different dust jackets.
Aha, that's what I was wondering about because it just looks like a plain black book. So, like in this picture, it looks obvious. But
Kirsten, I'm gonna share the link. Oh my gosh, if you do this, we have to have
I know
photos, maybe even a video.
I'm trying to think about what doors would work really well for us. I have to think. I'm going to ponder on this a little bit.
Well, and I wonder if there's other options besides a bookshelf too. I mean, I'm not sure what that would be, but
I mean, it could be like a kitchen cabinet door too, where looks like a cookbook shelf, and you like really have like a cabinet behind it or something, right?
right, or where it looks like a big armoire or something.
Yes.
Although that you would think about opening it up. But like a bookshelf, yeah, you just don't think there's anything behind it besides the wall.
Right. Okay, this is fun. I love this.
Hey, I have to show you. A local woman made this mug.
Oh, Trivers. Is the T for Tina?
Nope, for Two Rivers. It says TR. There's an R there too.
Okay.
And then Trivers for Two Rivers. And then it goes around and says Coolest Coast. And
Oh
then up.
gosh. I
And
love
there's
the little footprints on it.
and then Manti on this side.
That's adorable.
And it's got this great handle. And then let me show you the inside. If you can see, look at there's little like footprints. That's why I didn't put a beverage in here so I could show you. Look at those little footprints walking through.
That is amazing. Okay, if our friends want one of these, how do they get one?
I'm I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
What an
I'm,
what incredible gift.
I know. I know.
Which
I
is your
know.
favorite? What's your favorite little thing that's on there?
I love it all so much, but I think if you look, there's like a sailboat under the word coast, and it's
Mm,
just like so artfully put in there.
it's really cute.
Yeah, I was blown away to see it.
What a fun thing.
So if I find out more about it, I will definitely share.
I love it.
Hey,
What have you drank out of it so far?
no, nothing. I just got it.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is like
What
its
will your
world debut.
what will be your first beverage in there? How about that?
Oh, I'm thinking a good coffee, a good cup of
Mm,
coffee.
yum, that sounds good.
Yeah, next time so I can,
The back to school grind has me drinking all the coffee.
Oh, yeah. You know how I knew it was back to school time? You guys went to the fair.
It is. It doesn't this mean how crap school is next week?
It does, even though it's like this gorgeous and fun and exciting photo. Yeah, there's a bit of oh crap in it.
I know. So like I am not a photographer, but I'm like this is a cool like I was looking out and I'm like I have to take a picture. This is the sky and the sunset and all the lights. Like it was just so good.
I don't think you can say you're not a photographer. I've seen so many good photos that you've shared. I think you're a photographer.
Amateur. I'm an amateur.
Did you go on any of these rides that are in the picture?
Um in the background, kind of in the first third there, you can see the water tower in the back. Oh, look at that. It even says Manitowoc on the water tower. I didn't even notice
Aw,
that. The rock star is back there. That's one of my favorites. I did go on
what
that.
is that one? How did
It's kind of it's like a guitar and it like does this, but you're facing out on that one.
okay.
I did the freak out, which you're like in a cylinder and you're all facing in, and that thing spins, and then it's like a big pendulum.
Yeah, that's a
So
great one.
I did that one. That was fun. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, I will go on anything with the kids. I do not
Do the
have any
kids
issue.
like the rides?
They love the ride. So we went out on Friday in the early afternoon, which was really nice because they could get on rides. They would maybe wait like one ride and then they'd be able to get on. So we rode a lot of rides on Friday afternoon. And then, there's kind of a break. So we ate dinner and stuff. And then by the time we went back over, like the wait was like 45 minutes to an hour for some of those bigger rides.
What?
So, I mean, I think the weather was just so good and there were so many people. Like it makes me happy for the people that plan the fair, obviously, right? Like attendance is important. The weather was incredible last week, like such a good thing. But yeah, the lines were crazy. So I was
Wow.
really thankful we had the afternoon to kind of, play around a little bit.
So kind of smart too to do the rides in the afternoon. It sounds like it was more popular at night to do the
Yeah.
rides.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I just think there's more people there. So you're just waiting, waiting in line. But we walked through the barns and the merchants building and enjoyed incredible fair food. And, it's just a really good kind of way to wrap the summer up.
Tell us about the food. Did you try anything odd? Anything surprising?
I did not. We have some of our just favorites, fair freight favorites. So I had a pork sandwich from one of the sportsmen's clubs. I'm sorry that I'm forgetting who it came from. It was amazing. Doug from the same place always gets a ribeye sandwich. So you order it and they grill it for you. So it's hot when it comes back. It's on a hard roll. So, oh, there it is. Well done, Tina. Yeah, look at that.
That
It
looks
makes my
delicious.
mouth water just thinking about it. So I had that. The girls had, Nora had a foot long corn dog, which was delicious. I had a couple bites of that. French fries, chicken tenders, corn on the cob from the Lions Club,
What's this?
funnel cake, right?
Oh,
We had ice cream out there, but this was the grand finale. We were getting ready to leave, and the kids were like, Doug actually likes funnel cake. And they were like, wait, we haven't had funnel cake. And so Doug gave them like $40 and said, go get, we had a whole group of kids with us, which was really fun. And so they got three of them and they all like plunked down on the grass and just kind of tore them apart.
nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Well, my dad was excited. He said that he saw you guys out there.
Yes. Yeah, I think he was there with the AMVETs and, which maybe the AMVETs, they were selling hot dogs and stuff too. We got hot dogs from their stand, but, yeah, we got beverages from your dad in the afternoon and it was so good to see him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So what else?
Man, what else?
I'm
Did you load the picture of Mrs. Dufek?
sorry, wait, say that again.
Did you load the picture of Mrs. Dufek?
Did I load the picture of Mrs. Oh, 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 oh. Hold on a second.
So
Oh, yes. Here.
we were doing a fundraiser for school, and Mrs. Dufek was my kindergarten teacher, and Tina's
My kindergarten teacher.
our kindergarten teacher. She reached out to me and she said, I'd love to support your school. And so I said, we'll come over. We'll come to your house. We'll make this easy on you. And so Josie and Nora and I went over and sat on her adorable little porch and just got to visit and catch up. And doesn't she look the same as she always has?
Isn't that amazing? And the thing is, what's funny is you say Mrs. Dufek, but I knew her as Miss Roar. So I always have to like think about when I hear Mrs. Dufek, like, wait, who does that mean, right?
Yes. What is this person? So she was teaching there before she was even married.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was in kindergarten, right? So I just assumed she lived in the building across from the school, right? Like when you're a kid, you just
That's so great. So one of the fun things she told me is when she started there, um, she taught like morning kindergarten and then she taught eighth grade math in the afternoon, which I like, right? That's how I was like, what? Because
What?
that's so dramatically different.
Completely.
So
Nicole said Mrs. Dufek is sweetest.
so sweet. Yeah. So I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine the brain mindset of like, okay, I'm with 5 and 6 year olds. We're learning how to like hang your coats up and get in line. And then you're switching gears and you're teaching like whatever, pre-algebra or geometry or I don't know what.
Yeah, to go from like, here's where you put your jacket to like higher math computation.
Right.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah. Isn't that incredible? And then so she worked for the private, for Roncalli, the system for a while. And then she went over and started working at Franklin School, which is where I had her.
Wow. Is it safe to say she's retired now?
Oh yeah, she's
Okay.
definitely retired. She is
Okay.
retired. But she did tell me, I think this is so funny. She did tell me, especially at this time of the year, she still dreams about school. Like, is she going to be late? Does she have all the kids' stuff ready? She asked us about school supplies and what the best crayons are, and she loves to peruse the back to school aisles. There's like a distinct smell to a brand new box of crayons,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Or
Sometimes
pencils,
I just want to get a new box of crayons. I don't even know what I would do with it, but
right? Yeah, so she just like asked the girls like, "What do you need for school? What things did you get to pick out?" And I think there's that like once a teacher, always a teacher, and especially for kindergarten age,
yeah.
you know
Yeah.
how fun that is.
Kindergarten was great. So did you end up having her for 8th grade math at all?
No, 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 no. I By the time she was at Franklin, um, she was teaching morning and afternoon kindergarten, so that was like a full time kindergarten
Oh,
position. So, which is maybe what was appealing about it.
yeah. I thought she was a great kindergarten teacher. Like when I think back.
Absolutely. And here's the other fun thing. So she had me, and then she had my brother, and she had my sister. So she taught all the siblings in our family, which is
Oh.
kind of neat.
Do you
And I
know,
think she
I
said she had your
assumed
brother John.
I was wondering, I was gonna say I assumed that, but I never asked. I guess I don't know.
Yes, she did tell me that also.
Okay. So I wonder if she had already moved to Franklin by the time my brother Tyler came along?
Maybe. I think she said she taught there for like 9 years
Wow.
before she moved.
Okay. How
So
cool.
I know, isn't that neat? So just like it was such a fun thing to just reminisce with her and visit. I felt like it was the same person, just I'm old, older. Um,
Did it make you wanna eat graham crackers and chocolate milk?
yes. Why did we ever stop doing that?
I know. We should have a break like that every day.
We should.
Take
Graham
a little nap.
crackers and chocolate. Well, my cousin Nicole could not eat. She couldn't have the chocolate milk. I would not agree with her, but she could have almond milk.
Yeah. I just love, thinking about the impact that this woman had on our lives so, so many years ago, right? Like almost in my case, almost 50 years ago.
Right. So think about how long she's been teaching and how many kiddos she's touched. And again, in the age of half day kindergarten, she had one class in the morning and one class in the afternoon. So you're just, yeah, the reach is far and wide. She was just a lovely, lovely lady.
I heard that kindergarten is no longer just half day necessarily, that there are kindergartens that are full day.
Yeah, I mean, around here, I think most of them are full day.
Isn't that a lot for the little kids?
I don't know. I mean, probably, I mean, I think they still have rest time.
Okay. I mean, I
Again,
suppose it makes sense with the number of families that have two working parents, right? Like it's just easier. But I guess I was surprised when it finally dawned on me, like, oh, these kids are going to kindergarten all day.
did Teak go to kindergarten all day? I feel like he would have.
I think he did. I think he did. That's funny, but I was working, so I needed it, right? Like I needed the service.
Well, and I mean, again, okay, so two things I'm going to just call out now. We should all be eating graham crackers and having milk in the morning, and we should all be taking rest time in the afternoon for at least 30 minutes,
I love it.
right?
Everything
Lessons
we
in
learned in kindergarten. Yeah.
right?
Well, Kristen, this has been fantastic.
It is. The time went fast again today. We're sorry. Technology just is not playing nice in the sandbox with us. So we'll do better next week.
Yeah. Hopefully, come on,
We'll be on time
technology,
next
do
week.
better. It's always our goal to be on time. It's just sometimes out of our control.
That's right. You're amazing. Thank you for getting this set up and running the
You're
show every.
amazing. Hey, by the way, my cousin gave me this shirt yesterday that I'm wearing, and there's a tag on the bottom, and it says, "Do what you love and love what you do."
Ah, what does it say on your shirt? Let's talk about this really quick.
Oh, yeah, let's see. It says, "Life is good," and then the petals of this flower, love, creativity, compassion,
Aw-
authenticity, gratitude, simplicity, humor, courage. Does it say courage?
Yep.
Openness and fun. And then it says the art of optimism in the leaves.
I love that.
Yeah, that
This
made
is
me so
you
happy.
in a shirt.
If I wear a
It's
shirt,
you.
this is me.
Yeah, it's you embodied in a shirt. Were those backwards for you? Did you have to read them backwards?
No, my camera is not mirrored.
Okay. Have you ever had those tests on Facebook where the words are backwards and you have to figure out if your brain can like tell you what the
I
words
did
are?
I did a word search where all of the vowels were missing. So like maybe the word was like school, and you'd have to find the SC, and then there'd just be blank spaces for the two O's and then the L. But
Oh,
like
interesting.
that was such an interesting challenge.
How long ago did you do this?
2 weeks ago.
Okay, so is this like concussion rehab?
I think so. That's why I do it. Yeah. Because for the longest time, Cindy, I agree. Life is Good brand is fantastic. Yeah, for months after the accident, like the post concussion, I couldn't read. Things were like scrambled and like pixels were kind of missing and things like that. And so then when I did start reading, it was slow going. And now finally, I feel like I'm pretty much back up to speed. But I do like doing word searches because it like forces my brain to like mess around with the letters.
Yes. I love that. Okay, so if we want to keep our brains sharp, word searchers are really good. Word searchers without the vowels are even better.
So, do
I
what you love and love what you do, everyone.
Bravo, bravo. Everybody have a fabulous Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, yes. Have such a good and safe Labor Day weekend, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye,
Kristin
guys.
Odell, I'm Tina Prigge. We'll see you next time on Coffee with Kristin and Tina.